What's up, guys? Good morning. I am home. Got the day to myself. I have a bunch of stuff to do. I got a package that I've been waiting a year for. A whole solid year to get this package. I am so excited for this package. But I figured first I had to get my little girl to school, and now I gotta have some coffee. So, real quick, because I'm super excited about this. So, beginning of this year, super overweight, looked like I was pregnant, just bleh, not for me. So I decided that I wanted to start working out again and losing weight. And I'm down today almost 40 pounds. I figured today, because my marathon's coming up this weekend, I'm home, have a coffee, celebrate. Got myself a donut from Paula's. They're big in Buffalo. Their donuts are chef's kiss. So, let's start coffee, donut, and then we gotta edit. 10:30. So I was originally gonna do like a Toronto vlog. I was trying to figure out how I could maybe spin in a story or something like that. But one of the things that I wanted to do when I was in Canada was I wanted to go down to Newmarket. And I was really hesitant. I was really hesitant to go, period, because I felt like awkward about it. I felt awkward about going down there. I felt like it was trespassing because literally my last video that I just made was about thanking Peter McKinnon for, basically quote unquote saving my life and, everything that he's done for me. And then I'm going to go down there and post a video about it, and I didn't want it to come off as if I was like actually pursuing to look for him, because I wasn't. It wasn't at all. But I had a friend who convinced me to go down there and check out Cardinal Press. And what I find funny is that my original idea was I was going to play it very, very low key, and I was going to go into Neon Flamingo and just get a cup of coffee, take a picture for my Instagram story, and be like, if you know, then you know. But a friend convinced me to go into Cardinal Press, and so I did, and I played everything super low key. I didn't want to vlog it and be obvious, but thinking about it now was it was kind of obvious, because I walked in with my James Coffee Co. Peter McKinnon hat and everything on, and I had my ring and all that stuff on. So I came off a lot more obvious and apparent than I thought I originally did. But I got to talking with the owner after I ordered my coffee and everything, and he obviously knew that right off the bat, obviously just by looking at me like I was a fan of Peter McKinnon, and we started talking about grinders, and he noticed the tattoo on my hand, and he wanted to get a picture of it with the James Co. coffee that I had just bought. Yeah, sure, whatever. So he took me over, we sat in a little corner of the window and everything, and he took a picture with the ring, the tattoo, and the coffee. And I just felt right off the bat he's gonna send that to Peter. I didn't think at the time that anything would come of it, but I did think that he was gonna send it to Peter. So I took my coffee and I walked around for a little bit, and I was getting ready to leave after I finished my coffee, and he chased out after me on the street as he saw me walk by. He was like, come here man, I want you to come and meet a friend of mine. And my stomach dropped, man, because the whole time that I was walking around, I was thinking about it, and I like messaged some friends and stuff that, I thought he sent it to Peter, but I wasn't really thinking anything of it. I thought maybe at most, maybe if he did really send it to Peter, Peter would be like, oh, that's cool tattoo, tell him I said what's up, something. I didn't think that anything would come of it. So when he brought me in the back there, telling me that he had a friend that he wanted me to meet, I walked all the way into the back, and Peter was sitting there with Gabriel, having a cup of coffee and everything. And the first thing that this dude does is he stands up and he gives me a hug. Just like right off the bat, just like a super warm welcome, like just old friends. I'm at this point, I'm absolutely lost for words. But no, man, he's super chill. He's like the nicest dude in the whole world. He's everything that like you'd think he is and more. It was such an honor to meet someone at like that caliber of life, and him just be like so humble and so open and so welcoming. It was an absolute privilege, and I did ask him what was in his pockets, and he showed me, and then we started talking for a minute about like Pete's pirate life, and like a knucklehead, I started fumbling my words and trying to be like, the shot glasses, yeah, I really want one of those. But he gave me his keychain. This came off of Peter McKinnon's key set. Super cool. He told me that he's probably gonna get the Lightning. Should have never got the orange Raptor. And that makes sense too, dude. Like, you stick out like a sore thumb. Like, you drive around town like in an orange Raptor. There goes Peter's truck. It makes sense. It's just such a super nice dude. But I guess to kind of like wrap this up. So, my phone went nuts yesterday. And I had some friends call me and we talked about it, and I was trying to kind of like make sense of it. And I'm a super deep dude, and I think that there's more to it than there actually is, and I think sometimes I can lead myself on. But one of the conclusions that I had come to was fortune favors the bold. And I think that that's a huge lesson in my life, and it's something that has happened to me in other situations before, like, leaving my job to go and work full-time on my own and being better off, more successful than I've ever been before, and having more time to do more things that I want. But in this particular lesson, like, I didn't want to go down there. I almost didn't go down there at all. I almost felt like it would. And it's so funny because I told him that I thought it was like trespassing, and he laughed. Like, it was ironic to him that I would think that way, because he's just such a warm and welcoming person that, like, you're a fan, and not like he wants you to like actively like pursue him or invade his privacy, but if he has a chance to say hey to a fan, he's gonna do it. But the lesson of fortune favoring the bold is that, like, I was scared to go down there, and something that I never would have expected to happen happened. Like, I never expected that yesterday that I was gonna meet that dude. I thought that didn't even cross my mind. And being down there and just like walking around, looking around, man, it was like being on a movie set. All those videos, I saw it in person with my own eyes, and to me that was enough. But to have the privilege and the honor to meet him, and for him to live up to like the hype of how nice it is that people have said he is, and honestly, and more than I expected him to be. My brain was racing, and still kind of is a little bit, like after a conversation with someone that you idolize is over, you're always kicking yourself and thinking of all the other things that you wish you could have and would have said, and I have some of his really early stuff that he made with Montgomery Leatherworks. I have like an original wallet that I've always wanted to show him. I have a book that he actually put out with Daniel Madison when he was still really into magic, that were both sent to me by Michael, who's friends with Peter, and they were like side by side for like wedding photography. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on because I want to get back to that. I want to actually like hang out with him and like eventually at one point make a video with him and make videos with other people that like I really respect and admire for what they do. Chris Howe and Maddie Hippoya, all these other great YouTubers that I really respect what it is that they do on a regular basis. And the original reason for me of why it is that I started YouTube was, one, I'm a creative person, as I said in the last video, but it was also because I just want to have friends who are like, YouTube can be super duper alone if you let it be, and I'm only a couple videos in, but I could already see how it could be. But one of the biggest upsides to it is that there's so many other people out there who feel the way that you feel. They have their own perspective on the world, but making friends is exactly why I got into YouTube. So I'm gonna keep on keeping on till I get back to that point, and maybe one day I'll get a chance to actually like make a video with the dude and call him a legitimate friend. So that would be an absolute honor. Just a little bit left. Just a little bit left. Oh, I did this too. I'm a sentimental guy, all right? This was a great moment in my life. I'm gonna put it in my office. Look at that. Look at that. No, look at the picture, camera. I'm sentimental, all right? Leave me alone.